So kind of go down here.
Actually, the herd was off of those trees way over there, over by the Martin Luther King Bridge. See here, Uncle Tom, show you? Yeah, it surprised me. Yeah, it's not a good report. It's a good cannon. But yeah, these things really.
I used to know a guy that was dead now, but he was a World War II artillery guy.
Yeah, cannon.
He said that him and two other guys said there'd be three of them, and they would all do trigonometry. They shoot fire that one round, take it out.
Yeah, there's a big hole in something. Yeah, but they're just using powder today to make sound and
slide rules.
show what it was. Well, back then, isn't that neat? It's got these big wheels on it so they can move it around. And it's really heavy. I bet it's really heavy. That barrel weighs 850 pounds. They were holy cow. Really? Yeah. I got one at the farm that weighs 950.
Yeah, this is hard to push.
Yeah, that's hard to push. That whole thing probably weighs about as much as a car. Yeah, that's called the tire. Some cars. That's what they called it. The metal part was called the tire. We're going to take off. We caught up with Karen finally, which is good. I wanted to say hi. With wheel. But the reason it's smoked out. You want to give Uncle Tom one more hug for a go? Oh, come on. Oh, look, I got that one. That'll work. That'll work. We'll go out to Uncle Tom's farm and see him sometime. Yeah. I know, honey. We have to move it with a truck. It's called Bowesville. All right. We're going to say goodbye, Karen, and I'll see you later. Okay. See you, hon. Significant mostly that most people notice is the splayed wheel. Right. The British wheels, the spokes went in straight.
Okay. Yeah, that did surprise me. I never noticed that.
But the Americans have it.
Is there a practicality to this structurally?
Supposedly it's created a little bit of spring to it. But we've discovered it's a pain in the ass. Because it's hard to hold it together. Yeah. We just had both of these wheels redone up in Shipshawana.
Yeah, those would be hard to make.
By the way, yeah, we had the Amish guy had never seen anything like it.
Yeah, curved.
Yeah, but he's like, oh wow.
Nobody wants to do that curve.
Yeah. But he went ahead and did it, and he did a good job.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. I mean, she's dirty. This is probably the last event this year we're going to actually be firing this thing. So she goes in the modern building. We have furnace in there. We'll get to work on it all winter.
Wow.
We'll just come in and come in the afternoon.
You guys maintain
we do all this stuff. Yeah, we're Historic Fort Wayne. We're a nonprofit organization, 501c3 that run the fort for the city of Fort Wayne.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We operate the fort under a license with Parks and Rec. Yep.
Wow.
And this is one of the
Thanks
toys.
for doing it. I know you do it because you love it, but thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
So,
we don't love it all the time, but
it's good to see the history in three-dimensional,
that's exactly why it's here. That's exactly.
Because that stuff really happened, and it was.
Yeah.
That's like Ukraine right now. We're not there. But the estimates of people killed, some of them have it extremely high. And there's a bloodbath going on over there.
100,000 plus Russians alone.
Killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard half of it, and who knows what's right. I know what's on Google and all that. But I heard this ex-CIA guy, Scott Ritter. He said he thought they were estimating like 450 to 500,000 dead Ukrainian soldiers. And then you're into it.
That's really unfortunate. I mean, that's a bloodbath. Yeah, it is. Well, they're fighting like World War I tactics with modern weapons.
Hey, Joko. So I am down here and doing a tourist thing for live YouTube today. We have what they call a tourist in your own town. Yeah, it's crazy news, Joko. I just changed my name. Kind of changed my name a little bit to Allen County Cop Watcher to kind of, just rechange my name to make it look more So how you been, Joko? Yeah, it's like I said, it's a tourist thing, so I'm kind of just going live. Give you an idea, a couple weeks ago, Joko, I had an officer follow me around town. Thought I was doing something wrong. So it made it kind of interesting.
Like you get on the inside of oil lamp chimneys. Same thing we're doing through the bowl. It just helps you.
I was gonna go ahead and get this done for you. You need to probably reseed my fire, but
I don't know.
I don't know what time it is.
207.
207? Thank you.
I'm like, it's supposed to be fine.
All right.
You lost your shade.
The fire's over 3,000 degrees. And I get it that hot by adding air to it. I do that with this thing up here. That's called a bellows. It's a big air pump. It blows the air back into the back of the fire to get the fire hot. We're taught to know the temperature of the metal by its color. So it tells me both when it's time to start working the metal, and it also tells me when it's time to stop working the metal. The fuel I'm using today is coal. Now, traditionally, 200 years ago, we've been burning charcoal. But this area was a forest, and charcoal is made out of wood. And so people would come along and buy the timber off of the pioneers, and they would convert it into charcoal and then sell it. So if you know anyone with the last name of Collier, the chances are sometime in their family's history, they were charcoal makers. What I do is
I think they do.
Now, in a moment, all the color will be gone out of this piece, and it'll be back to its original state called black iron. Now, I'm hanging on to this end of this piece, so obviously it's not that hot. This end now has lost all its color, but it does that at 1,000 degrees. So that end of this rod is 1,000 degrees, while this end I'm hanging on to at room temperature. One of the hardest things we had to teach beginning blacksmiths is that all iron is hot unless you prove it otherwise. Most of us have the scars to prove it. Took a while to figure that out. Now we got a lot of youngsters in here. So is anybody in here 8 years of age?
8?
8?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you were 8 years of age, your father could sign a letter of indenture for you, and you would move out of your home into the blacksmith shop. And then you would live there until you were about 18. But during that period of time, you would be taught how to be a blacksmith.
Do it.
But you know what you would do? You would be in the forge 6 days a week from daylight to dark.
Oh my, do it.
And you would do whatever the blacksmith told you to do. One of the things you would have to do every day is make nails. And you would make a pail full of nails every single day.
Hey, Wyatt.
All the other apprentices in the blacksmith shop would do the same thing.
Wyatt.
Now your job would be to get in here, fill a slack tub of water, clean out the fire, get all this stuff out of there, bring in fuel, get me ready to go. If I told you to bring in a certain kind of metal, you would bring that in and have it ready for me. And you would work alongside of the blacksmith all day long. Or the other older apprentices. There would usually be 3 or 4 other apprentices of varying ages in the shop, depending on how big the shop was. So, if your parents, you gotta remember this is 200 years ago when the frontier kept moving west. If your parents decided, well, we want to move west, guess what? You gotta stay with the blacksmith. You have to work. You might never see your parents again.
I don't think you will like
I get that a lot. But, you know what? You ended up with a trade. You had a future because you had a job, you could go anywhere and get work. You could feed yourself and your family, you could make a home. If you didn't have a trade, you might have spent your life shoveling manure. The blacksmiths were considered some of the top of the tradespeople. The reason was that they made all of their tools, and they made everybody else's tools that were made out of iron. Now, as I said a minute ago, you had to go through about a 10-year apprenticeship. So, if you were going to be an apprentice for 10 years, you did a pretty good job after that, hopefully. Down here in the frontier, blacksmith kind of had to be a jack of all trades. They had to be able to make or fix about anything. And they could. Now you got back east into the bigger cities or over in Europe, the chances were that the blacksmiths would specialize. So the kids always ask about weapons makers. Yes, there were armorers that would make swords and weapons for the military. They were very highly trained specialists. As guns came along, there were gunsmiths that would manufacture things. But there were also blacksmiths that did nothing but make hinges and latches. Some of them would make padlocks.
Where did she go? Right there.
So we're going to see if
That's neat.
take the metal.
There's water.
It's pretty hot. The fire's over 3,000 degrees. And I start working the metal at about 2,000. And work it down to about 1,000. At that point, it becomes too cold to work to any great extent.
Isn't that neat, Boo? Yes. So here's another steel maker.
Right now it's a little smoky. We're trying to get it go a little bit hotter right now.
What is this?
That is part of a spoon.
It was probably, yeah, it looks like a spoon that didn't
Didn't
cast
mold
correctly.
very well.
Yeah.
And so when we look at a spoon like that, what we're going to do with that spoon, we're going to put it back in the pot. we're going to re-melt it, and we're going to try to use that to make some other things. Main reason I have it out still is to kind of allow people to be able to take a look and see what it feels like, because it doesn't feel the same as some of our materials.
Thank you, sir.
So that one's not too bad. Still got to work on some.
Oh wait, hold on. We need a stamp for this.
This one ready for her. So my wife has a whole bunch of stuff on the inside. So we've been casting all types of things today. So we have toys, we have spoons that we've cast, and other things. So as we kind of work through today, if you have questions, please ask them. Please feel free to make any inquiries. What we're working with is pewter. And so there's a lot of aspects to pewter. One of the things that we're going to tend to work with, you're going to see a whole bunch of spoon molds up here. My wife is currently sooting some that I'm going to try using soot. We have been using talc, and talc is fine, but soot is considered the better of the two forms. So we're going to hope to be able to use that instead. Maybe increase the amount of things we're able to actually cast. So we'll try a few of the smaller things and give you guys a little bit of an idea about how they would actually cast. And we'll see if we can't cast something that's a little simpler. The spoon molds today have been kind of up and down depending on the time. I'm just looking at this and I'm going, okay, this is very thick. So we're having a little bit of an issue with our metal being cool. So I'm looking at it going, yeah, I'm not going to be able to cast anything with it as cool as it is right now. So what I'm going to have to do is I need to get some air through there. We want it to be hot enough, and we're talking like 500 or 600 degrees. So I'm going to have to get some air in here. And one of the problems, I love my little stove here. Problem that we get is that we build up of ash underneath it, and it doesn't allow air through. So it cools us down. So you're gonna see me doing a little bit of ash removal.
Yeah. Time here is a poor man's silver. So, if you can get it polished up real good. One of them I had, this one, you can see how shiny it is. You can start seeing reflection.
Would they use any sort of like clay or fine sand to do that?
Not that I have found any sources about. We have I put strings on to keep it from walking off. So you can also use the metal furnitures too. Basically, pushing the material together. I was thinking about, like, have you ever played with silk cutting? If you push it and smooth it long enough, it'll get really actually shiny. It's the same concept. Oh, excuse me, sorry. If you polish it enough, you can almost get like a mirror reflection. Like if you get that shiny, you have to like go almost back and forth.
Couple hours, 1 or 2, right?
I've seen some bowls that I thought were silver. They're actually pewter and stuff. But you can see if you work at it long enough, and then go back the other way, and you can see. We got these specifically. We have 2 of them just for doing the bowls, because this was a problem.
So this is some of the stuff that he's made already.
Outside okay, but the inside of the bowls.
And then there's a
If you do it right, it will
Like a
last
tank?
a long time. So pewter will tarnish, which you can see this is actually, it looks, I actually like muted gray color too, so.
and then that was a tinsmith that would make different things. So what you making now?
I am working on a wall sconce.
Cool.
So it'll go up on the wall like this, and it'll get an arm that comes off the backside and it'll hold this.
Oh, like a candle
Yeah.
holder. Cool.
So yeah, I've never made one like this before, so I'm trying.
First time for everything.
So still keeping gray.
I think we go in over there to get our passport stamped.
It's a lot cheaper than silver would be. So like this pot is containing about 15 to 20 pounds of it. If I had that much silver, I'd be really concerned about people trying to steal it. So when we look at it, it looks a lot like silver. It has a lot of the attributes of silver, it's shiny. However, it is a lot more malleable. You can actually bend it and other things. It's mostly tin, tin mixed with antimony and copper. And so the particular formula, let's make sure it's not hot,
Thank you.
is that it's it's actually what we call Britannia, which is a form that is fairly common throughout the 1800s.
Okay. So you're first. It's almost clear to me. So you're first. She said sure.
I was like, okay. It was too late. I already committed.
Dang it. Boo, you gave me away.
I heard you jingling clear back there.
That cannon, they're getting ready to restore it in the end of the year.
I guess you think?
Yep, been waiting on my other people.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Fine. How are you, Robin? Yeah, I'm volunteering today with the force. That's cool. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's right there at the back, baby girl.
I just got married, Robin. Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, I've been praying for you because you have your issues.
Here, baby, hold, put mine.
I've been praying for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Keep praying for me. Are you doing better? Put your hand behind your back. Yeah. Okay. With the other hand. Bill. Yep. And put the copper coin in one hand and 50 cents. Oh, the magic guy. And bring them out. Yeah, bring them out like this. Okay. Good. Now look at the look at the. Bye, Robin.
I don't know. I didn't do away with it. It did.
Oh, okay.
But I bought it in 1980.
Oh, all right.
Thank you for the information. That helps out a lot.
Come here, pretty girl.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how it got there.
Hey, who's watching?
Hello.
Shockproof. Hey, Shockproof.
You guys, all of you come in. Well, we're the Indiana Rangers. We're out of Fort Valdonian. We come with a supply trade, and we're waiting here for a couple of days, and then we'll be walking back. Only 160.
Captain, I'm gonna get a horse to go back. I'm not walking. I'm getting a horse. It's too many steps.
All right, we get a horse. We get two horses.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna hold on to the tail.
Okay.
That's not real fun.
Okay.
How do you get up to the top? How do you get up there? We climb. Climb what? Watch out. Sit here.
So, this was actually what the barracks looked like during the war. Hey, Howard County, I'm doing little tours for town for a little bit today. Kind of showing you guys some different things about Fort Wayne. So, this is like an old barrack. Kind of give you a history. And back then, the beds were actually made out of straw. So you would always lay on straw during. So this is.
That's how we go.
Huh?
I've done this before. Oh, I was watching. Right here, put the big part into the small part. That's it here. Yep. Fold up about 2/3. And turn the top down over it. Okay, now what do you want? You want a key or you want a D for Davy?
Which one is D?
Well, you didn't pick up the letter, otherwise she has a key. Actually, it's 2 keys.
I want the key.
You want the key?
And then what?
Well, I'll do you both. Yeah, you guys have something different.
I'm gonna teach you.
So kind of. Right, it's just a big old tour. So we're doing a tourist of your town thing today. So I thought I did one earlier. Or get to see the water filtration, things like that, things that normal public don't get to see.
I like to show people how to create fire or create a match. You ever do that before?
Not really. I have made something here.
Okay, you do matches with a match, don't you?
Yeah.
Kind of like this, the style of matches. Is this what you guys are familiar with, matches like this? That's all it does. This is called a windproof match. You know why?
Because when the wind blows on it, it won't go out.
You ever see those trick birthday candles?
Yeah,
That's kind of what it's
keep
like.
blowing it, it'll keep lighting.
Okay, but I don't think it lasts long enough. Let me throw that in. That's nice, but they're expensive, aren't they?
Yeah. They
Okay,
only last
so-
for 5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe 10. But they don't last very long. And I know when I bought these, I think I paid like $3 for this package. And it only gave me 25. Okay? That's not a whole lot. Now, I create my own matches once
What's this? Well, it's fluffy, but it's not wool. It's all natural, grown in the ground.
Cotton.
Cotton, you got it.
Yes, cotton candy.
But not as sweet. Now, anybody know what this stuff is? Look, no. Is it? I'll pick it up. Take it, put some of that lip balm on there. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use one of these man-made wraps. Ever see something like this?
Yeah. Like Grandpa's striker.
It's called a ferrule or ferrule wrap.
Wow.
Now, where I put that like Vaseline right there, it's gonna burn much longer. Guess what? That's just as good as that store-bought match, but not cheap.
Ah.
See? And it burns longer too.
Yes, it sure does.
The nice part is, it works on all weather too. But you know what else is nice about this stuff?
Put it on your lips.
It's also good if you cut yourself. Wound protection.
Oh, okay.
It helps with the wound. So even straight Vaseline is good too. Okay? So that's another way of using this. So I got several uses out of this stuff for carrying it. So there's good reasons to have it. All right? It's okay. But you can see it's still kind of burning. It doesn't take much to keep it going, does it?
I think that would be a good fire starter to just keep it in there.
Does anybody ever mess with a charcoal grill at home?
Yeah.
You know what charcoal is from a charcoal grill? Did you say that's the same powder that comes off the charcoal?
And what's the same? I know what charcoal is, because my grandfather had a coal stove.
Okay. That is charcoal that I created for my own at home, okay? So what I do, I got it going there. See how it's starting to turn white? As long as I can get that to burn, I got a good chance of getting me a fire. I would put that into my own tinder. When I had my fire tinder ready to go, throw that spark onto it, and there I go.
It's pretty neat. And
All it is.
come on, Boo.
Come on, Boo.
No, Boo's behind me. That's it. I didn't know she was behind me. So this is the commander's quarters, kind of give you an idea. Are you coming up, baby?
Yeah, I was planning on it.
Ow! Not so hard on my hand, that hurts when you squeeze. So, okay, well, you know what? You're not going to sit there and squeeze my hands. I will not let nobody squeeze any of my hands. It's from the neuropathy I had that hurts.
I'll see what I'm
know, Howard County Observer, it's not, it's an old reenactment fort. So this is just an old reenactment of the fort.
When you heat that mixture, a chemical reaction takes place called saponification. And you no longer have, and so all of the caustic should be consumed in that chemical reaction, and you don't have lye unless your processing is a little bit off. And then if it's got excess lye, it might be kind of itchy because it's an irritant to the skin. The soldiers, this was not in their ration, and it is not edible. So why would they want this? You can pass it along. Pass it along there. It's not edible. It looks like a bean. It is not edible. And yet they coveted it. Daily. At breakfast. Those are green coffee beans that have not yet been roasted. So just with a little skillet, or if you had something, I wouldn't use my cup because it's soldered.
Boo. Come here. Boo-boo, come over here. Want to see?
So it wouldn't hold up to the temperatures. But yes, thank you for experimenting. It said
There's
that
coffee beans that ain't been roasted yet.
Dr. Benjamin Franklin used this arrangement of little levers and sticks. He, in his later years, he couldn't reach the books on his top shelf, and so he devised a contraption that would expand and grab the book and bring it down for him. Something like that. That's just a child's little distraction.
Yeah.
Other questions or comments?
What was this building used for? You said that, I'm sorry.
The big one where you walk through the gate is the barracks for the enlisted men. Over here is the quarters for the junior officers, and the Indian agent, who was in 1816 was Major Benjamin Franklin Stickney. And over here, the surgeon's quarters, or we call it the hospital, but it was not. Don't picture St. Joe or Parkview. It's just one of the rooms was dedicated. Every month, soldiers are listed as sick, but not by name, but by number. Somebody was sick. This is an era when they're still following the wisdom of Aristotle from ancient Greek. You're not doing well because your humors are out of balance. When was your color's not good? When was the last time you were bled? Sanguination by leeches or by other methods, removing small amounts or large amounts of blood to get your humors back in balance. But they did know if somebody is sick, get him away from me, let him upstairs, put him upstairs, take him some bread and water, and whatever. The surgeon, that's a rank in the Army. It isn't. He wasn't performing any surgical procedures. He had studied with a doctor. To be a doctor in this part of the early 19th century, you had to have university education. You had to be fluent in Greek and Latin because the textbooks for medical knowledge were in Greek and Latin. Surgeons would study with a doctor and learn their craft. Often here at the fort they had a surgeon's mate, an Army rank, but lower than the surgeon, so he could dispense some of the compounds that were common in the day for fevers and upset stomach and for the flux. Like dysentery. And dysentery. I didn't hear enough chuckling over here. They didn't hear me. And some of the compounds used back in the day were actually toxic. They had lead and mercury that we know today are toxic.
We'll go see the
and it's just unbelievable. Where was I? Hospital. Oh, well, your question was, this is the commander's quarters.
Sit down.
So in 1860,
So here's their garden. They yarrow. Yep, different things they grow around here.
Is this all original? I'm wondering.
Okay, because see, there's where the one that used to be, where it caught fire, so they kind of moved that one out. Get your sister. We're gonna go.
I'm not doing it at the moment. I'm sorry. I've got to take it all off so I can ply it.
I can spindle for a while.
That works.
I'm going to be doing it here for now. I'm going to spin some on a rock spindle. It does the same thing as this. It's just going to twist the roll and it's going to do a different thing. Now, if I were doing this by myself, I would have to spin it, and I would also have to do this part of the house.
It's so pretty.
So if you help me, I'll let you do that and it'll go along. It's an ad, and the lady pulled this out from under her bed because nobody tried it. So it's about 30 years old. I called Justice Green and I said, I have an antique dulcimer, and they said, no, it's well used. They don't believe in antique dulcimer. They've been in business since '79, so this will be one of their first ones. And I'm going to put a new string on it because it popped the string. It's never popped the string in all this time. So I ordered a string, and I'm going to try putting a string on it. Okay. But, well, thank you very much. You're welcome. I hope you come back and
We will.
magic accident.
Oh, I'll talk to Bob. I might be here on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just a little too cold for dogs.
Oh, yeah, it is. And it rains sometimes on Friday nights.
Yeah.
It rains a lot. Okay, thank you.
I tried to get her.
So, hey, Howard, yeah, this is basically just a reenactment of what it was like during the 1812s and stuff, like it is in Mishawaka.
What are they doing?
We're getting ready to go to the filtration plant. Are you okay? Honey?
You just go off and leave me like that.
You know what? We tried to get you. Come here.
No, you didn't. You didn't even know it.
You seen us go over there to... You didn't go in there.
I did too.
I was all the way in so you could see me right here. That way people could get through.
I was right behind you and...
Quit getting in...
Because you're just
Where you
walking away.
We're trying to get you to come with us.
I didn't say I wasn't going to come with you. I was sitting there waiting. Wasn't I in there? Pay attention.
So this is what the hospital looked like.
Well, you ain't going to have much time to go to the filtration.
I didn't realize.
heard earlier when we were at Science Central. A cannon.
It was a cannon that they actually used during the war.
Yeah. I told you we heard it when we were at Science Central.
Are you okay?
Well,
I didn't jump.
Shooting at anything.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. You jumped.
We're the witnesses.
So if you want to go to the water flotation plant, you better come on because it'll be 3 o'clock soon. And you gotta be
Keep your
somewhere.
shirt down. Go ahead. You guys don't have to fold hands. Just stay with them. That's all.
So that's kind of what it was like, you know. And there's the barracks and stuff. I already went through there and. Hey, Howard County, you're welcome. Like I said, I do have a lot of my videos up. I want to get one of the flyers so I can kind of see the other They're doing a Fright Night Lantern Tours. And that's on the 21st. It's tickets required. There you go. Thank you. I knew it opened. And then Christmas at the Fort, they're doing. So they have all kinds of cool things, Howard County. Hey, yeah, so, and as you can see, they do grow their own tobacco. That's actually tobacco. That's tobacco. Yep.
Nice.
Come here. Go back here so you don't fall.
No.
All right, can you guys make it up that little path? You want to try going up that path, baby girl?
No, I'm going this way.
Oh, come on. I don't know why you can't try to walk up a little... It takes forever to go all the way around that way when it spans right here. So yeah, you know, you just heard the Cannon, Howard County. A lot of cool things. We need to get together, me, you, and Big Man, and do something fun. So there's an old blacksmith area. A wood carver. Hey, you want to see it? Come here. Look, he's going real quick. Come here, you can see how they used to carve.
Technically, I'm not a carver.
Right.
I like to call myself a woodwright. I do practical woodworking.
Cool.
Whereas carvers do mostly decorative woodworking.
Gives your leg a workout.
Actually, no, it gives my hip a workout.
It looks
Because
like
I have to put all my weight on one hip.
It looks like a part of a chair, like a bottom part of it.
It does look like that, but it's not. It's actually a replacement one of these. And that's the top knob of a brace.
Oh.
What's a brace, you say? And I'm not talking arm brace, leg brace, I'm talking bit and brace.
Oh.
This is... And this is the replacement top knob for it. Well, it's the replacement top knob for one that's more period correct than that one on my bench behind me.
I don't know.
What?
Hey, she wanted to know how difficult it was. She wanted to try it out.
It's easy. It's easy to learn, difficult to master. And in fact, I wouldn't even dream of calling myself a master at this. I'm fairly new to lathe work. But the only way to get better is practice, 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 and when you're done, do some more practicing.
Practice in your sleep. Practice all day. You know, like when you work your job and you're dreaming about your job, so you don't forget it.
What did they tell me in the Army? Train like we fight and fight like we train.
Yep.
That I had, that my mom had for me, we were able to roll it into my oldest, no, number 5.
One reason why I went this way is I wanted to go to the restroom.
What they need to go do is put a big old hole in the ground and let everybody go poop and shit in it. Not have modern bathrooms.
And just say, oh well. Lothlorien has it that way.
Huh?
Lothlorien.
What do you mean?
They have a building that everybody goes into
Where's that at?
in Bloomington.
Oh.
They you go in there and
Yeah, 2 modern bathrooms.
there's
All right.
hole. Come on, Boo, let's go to the restroom.
Shit.
I don't need to go right now. Well, he's gonna be going to the building.
Well, you guys are coming with me out there.
I'm thirsty.
Well, we'll try to go get you a drink out of that.
I have a drink in the van.
I know. That's why. Here, go ahead and you got your key, right?
No, it was me.
Unlock it and then just hold on to the key. That way you can get.
Okay.
Just be careful cutting across the street. So yeah, Howard County, thanks for watching. I'm going to do some more here later. I'm going to try to get out and about soon and start videoing. So yeah, why don't you guys start sharing some of my videos, Joko and Howard County, and that way we can get more subscribers and I can go do more videoing. And let people know that what I do have a couple of videos out and stuff. So check out some of the, accident scenes and a couple other things that I've done. I was told that I do not have to abide by the 25-foot rule here in Fort Wayne, so Howard County. So have a great night.